into my YouTube chat through OBS, and I got it up now. Okay, perfect. Let's see over here. Select stream. Got it. Okay, cool. I bet. That's what it was. Oh, okay. For the love of God, where did it go? Put that over there. This. Awesome. Thank you guys for your patience. Okay. You are an 8n8 automation expert. Hi guys, welcome into the chat. Me never. Oh, look at that first person to comment. Cool. Dope. Hi guys. I would like to automate. So right now I'm struggling with spending way too much time uploading my content across Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So I'm trying to create automation with 8 and 8. I'm trying to do it at as little cost as possible. So let's see. Can someone let me know if you guys can hear the music? I would like to automate uploading and we'll start with, I hear that Instagram and Meta are the most difficult and that YouTube is the easiest, so we'll start with YouTube first. YouTube, Shorts, Instagram, Reels, and TikTok. Here's the cleanest way to think about it. You want one content pipeline that takes a finished vertical video and publishes it. Yeah, this is true. The realistic system options fully automate. Table or Notion, or we could do a JSON file, I guess. 8 and 8 validates the file format, the title length. Apologies for the person in my complex who is revving their engine. Let's see. 8 and 8 uploads YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. That's kind of cool. That's kind of dope. This is feasible because YouTube supports video upload through data API via video applications. I do not have an 8 and 8 account yet. videos. The videos.insert handle the upload requires YouTube authenticate with co-auth scope sessions YouTube upload, and has a quota cost of 100 units per upload. Explicitly note that when would it be wrong of me to pull up my YouTube link? Start with A. Okay. 3. Isn't self-hosting after you've built 3 of 5 working automations, and you can clearly say I need this because okay. Alright. get a free 14-day trial. Yeah, actually, I'll take it. Let's try this again. If you're just joining, I'm setting up my n8n account right now. Okay. I just didn't want to do it on the stream. It's only me. Let's see. Which of these do you post right now? JavaScript and honest. I would like to get into API authentication. How did you hear about us? Probably YouTube. Let's skip that because we're going into it. Oh, yes, we got a video. Let's start. Let's watch it.
Hey, I'm Max, the original Flowgrammer, and in this video, I'm going to teach you the key fundamentals of agentic automation in n8n. To show you all this agentic goodness, we're going to build a question and answer chatbot in two parts. The first is an ingest workflow that lets you submit new question and answer pairs via a web form to an n8n data table, and a separate workflow with a chat-based question and answer AI agent who uses that data table of question answer pairs to ground its answers. To continue, you'll need n8n already set up and access to an LLM. You can self-host our community edition for free. However, if you choose our free cloud trial, we'll arm you with some open AI credits to get you started faster. I also assume that you're at least a little bit technical because techies get really bored with super basic tutorials. I'm also building this on n8n version 2.73. The team is shipping a new version every week, so if the UI looks a little bit different, don't worry, the key concepts are all the same. Let's jump in and start flowgramming. I'm in a brand new n8n Cloud account, and from here, I could just type out the use case and run it with our AI workflow builder, would generate the workflow. But after 6 years of teaching new users how to use n8n, I highly recommend that you learn some of these key fundamentals yourself and then perhaps use AI assistance. Let's start from a new workflow.
So I have Claude. Let's see. Actually, hold on. Does Claude have a connector for n8n? I'm gonna say probably yes. Okay. Oh, I've been messing around with a llama and Claude Code on a 12. Oh wow, that's pretty sweet. Need more VRAM. Good luck finding. I hear that it's expensive right now. It's crazy. That's pretty sweet, dude. I'm assuming it's going to be with cowork, but I've been noticing a lot lately. Claude can do MCPs as well. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I have like a couple of them set up already. Let's see, settings. Let's see. Make sure I don't give any connectors. Okay. Yeah, see, I already got like, I got my GitHub, my Canva, my Figma. That's inactive right now because I canceled my Figma account. Because, you know, money. let's see. Let's browse these. All right. Get a server URL. I feel like I need to do more setup. Paste the server URL here. Okay. That should probably not be done on a live stream. So just in case the server is specific to me, I'm gonna watch this video and then, which is like 20 minutes long, I apologize, and go back to trying to set up that connector in Claude Code. Let's see. Actually, how to connect Claude Code.
Hello everyone and welcome to another Claude tutorial. Today we are going to learn how to connect Claude to n8n. We are going to go straight to the point. Before we do that, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps tremendously to create new content, so thank you very much in advance. And let's get started. So all you have to do is to come here to Claude, click on the bottom left hand side, go to settings.
Okay.
And once you come here, you're going to go to connectors.
All right.
And here you're going to say browse connectors. And you are going to look for n8n. So you are going to click on this option, and all you have to do really is to click on connect here and connect the two software, n8n with Claude. That's pretty much it. Now here under tools, Claude is basically telling you what are the current capabilities, what Claude can definitely do when it comes to n8n.
Search workflows, get workflow details. And what's the, I can't read the other one. This is, okay, let's click on this. Let's see if I can just connect it. Yeah, it still wants the server URL. I guess, I feel like this guy has already set his up, so he's not explaining that process. Claude, that was my game 2, okay, was on the 200, geez Louise. Yeah, for a few months, couldn't afford, so running local models now, still learning. That's awesome. That's really awesome. That's Dr. or what is that? DTR. Out of curiosity, what kind of setups are you automating? Whenever it, I'll wait on that answer. That's really awesome. So does, okay. Getting 8n8 server for Claude. I see that it says films, so it's that your DTRL films. So I'm assuming that you automate, maybe you also automate processes for uploading videos to social media. I don't want to make AI videos. I want to make my own videos. I just want a faster route to getting them uploaded than having to go to YouTube, and then to Instagram, and then to TikTok, and have to worry about uploading across 3 platforms. So, okay, so getting an 8n8 server for Claude involves setting up MCP server. Okay, I'm wondering if I should be doing this in the terminal, but I haven't really gotten into Claude CLI yet, and I just got rid of cursor. So let's see. I'm just gonna watch this guy's video, see what I gotta do.
Click on Projects. Go to the top right corner and click on the New Project button. Give your project a name. I'm going to skip the project goals for now, but I would definitely recommend going back, as the more details you give Claude, the better results you're going to get. But click on the Create Project button. Go back to the GitHub page for n8n MCP project. We're going to scroll below the README where we copied everything before. Just keep scrolling down, and this is what you're looking for, the Claude project setup. Go in the top right corner, click on the icon. That's going to copy everything to your clipboard. Then you're going to go back to Claude Desktop. In the top right corner where it says instructions, click the plus, and you're just going to paste in all of those instructions. Click on Save Instructions. And the workaround, if you are on the free plan of Claude, all you need to do is open up a text editor or open up a markdown editor like Typora or Obsidian and just paste in all of the instructions. and I can save this document to my computer. Just click the plus icon, upload a file, and just attach those instructions each time you're chatting with Claude, building the n8n workflow, and Claude is going to reference those instructions just like it would in the project. If using the n8n MCP server with Claude code, be sure to add it to the Claude MD file, and for cursor and windsurf, you can add them to the rules. So let's test it out. I am in the n8n MCP project. I've got my instructions saved. I'm going to enter a prompt and ask Claude to build me an n8n workflow called Surprise Me. So when I send a Telegram message, I want n8n to send me back either a corny joke, a pun, an inspirational quote, or a random fun fact. I'm just going to click on send. So Claude is getting to work. And you'll see here the right panel opens up and it's just writing JSON code, which is what n8n uses.
Oh.
Now occasionally a little pop-up will come up asking me for permission. I'll just click always allow, and then Claude just keeps on going. Okay, so at the end, Claude created this implementation guide explaining what the Surprise Me bot workflow does. So it's a workflow that listens for messages from Telegram, and then it responds with a random, corny joke, pun, inspirational, or fun fact. And if I don't put Surprise Me, it is going to send me a helpful message instead. Then it explains how it works on n8n.
So trying to make a hierarchical memory system. Short-term history and long-term interactions like summaries via background schedule. Wow, okay. That's interesting. Then when chatting, it searches memory based on my input. Like, what did I do? What do I do last week? Okay. Okay, sweet. Are you doing this, like, are you sharing this with people? Like, besides in this chat, are you, like, I don't know how. Let me see if I can figure out where cancel this for a second. Cancel that. Somewhere over here I'm looking at the chat on OBS. Let me see if I can find you. So Blackwood Farms. Okay. I'll have to check out. Like, it'd be awesome if you, not really, just messing around dreaming of a Jarvis. That's true. I actually considered the possibility of attempting to, like, automate the ability to send me a message every morning, kind of telling me what, like, did I have any emails for the day? Is there like an ad? Basically something that would, because I'm trying to apply for jobs, and when emails come through to a specific email alias, they go into a certain folder, and I was wanting Claude to be able to set up an automation process, like to check that email and set up calendar events in my Google Calendar. But I utilize a mail client that isn't Gmail and doesn't offer an MCP in Claude or Claude Cowork. So I had to, right now I paused on that, but I would ultimately need to program my own MCP. And I started it. I was getting along okay, and then I couldn't get it to authenticate or something like that, so I kind of paused on that for a moment, but I would like to do that. I just use Git locally. Okay, that's really awesome. I think that, like, I feel like you should start sharing that, what you're doing. A lot of people could benefit from it. Like, I love watching these kind of videos on YouTube.
And Again, there is a Telegram trigger node, there is an if node, a function node, and then a Telegram node to send things back. And to actually deploy or publish this workflow directly to n8n, all we have to do is just simply download the JSON file to your computer, then import the JSON file into n8n, or I'm going to show you a cool little trick that is guaranteed to impress your friends. The typical way to get this into n8n, come up here, click the drop down, and click download as JSON. I'm going to save it to my desktop. The cool way, I'm just going to click copy. So I've copied this entire workflow to my clipboard. Sign in to n8n, click the plus icon, select workflow to create a new blank workflow. All I'm going to do is simply paste in that code that I copied. I told you it was cool. The other way though, if you don't want to do the cool way, come up here to the little ellipsis and just choose import.
So I'm assuming you could add all these nodes yourself. It's like a visual, I don't even know how to explain it, like a flow chart. You find them and you add them in, or you can just have... So does that mean... Okay, I think I understand a little bit. I just have to
From file
set it up.
and just select the JSON file. Claude does not have access to your...
Gotcha, that's cool. I kind of go for... You see me, so 4 or 5 steps. Like, I started out on the n8n website, and now I'm watching a video on how to use it with Claude. And I assume, based on this video, that they have, like, they obviously have their own workspace. I don't know. I wonder... Let's see.
In the workflow canvas here, the first things that we can do is just give our workflow a name. So QA ingest, and then we add the first step of the workflow. In n8n, we have triggers and actions. So triggers start our workflow, and then actions perform steps inside your workflow. Since we want to capture a number of details from a user and then submit that to a knowledge base, a web form is a pretty good trigger for us here. We're going to use n8n's native trigger, but you could, for example, use a third-party trigger. But since n8n pays my salary and we have a native form, we're going to drag on the on-form submission trigger. So let's give this form a title. This is the QA submission form. And let's give it some form elements. So these are the questions itself. We need a name. That's a text input. Their email will be useful to capture. Then there's the question itself, and then their answer. The answer could be a bit long.
Let's see if I can just start automating. I can come back to that video. I imagine they have a YouTube page. Okay. Alright, 14 days left. And this guy was about to... How did he get it
Your
in?
saved credential. Create a
Okay,
new blank workflow. All I'm going to do is simply paste in that code.
where's the... Okay. Where the hell is the paste button? Ah, I gotta create a workflow. Okay. Let's see. Oh. What do I want to call it? Short form uploads. Okay, and then where did he add? Mine looks different. Open nodes panel. Build with AI. Let's see. Oh. Should I try the AI or should I try to build it myself? Let's see. Ask anything about 8n8, your workflow, or how to accomplish a task. This won't use any of your AI credits. Okay, let's... Okay. Browse connectors. 8n8. to your 8n8 trigger automations.
Did you know that Claude Desktop can build your n8n AI automation workflows for you? Well, my name is Mike Murphy, and in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to install and set up an n8n MCP server for the Claude Desktop app. The n8n MCP server that we're going to be installing in Claude Desktop is a free and open source project.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's take it over to YouTube.
In case you're not familiar with the term MCP, it stands for Model Context Protocol. You can think of an MCP server like a plugin that gives AI assistants like Claude Desktop extra skills. The n8n MCP server plugs directly into Claude Desktop. This gives Claude direct access to structured, up-to-date knowledge about n8n nodes, properties, operations, documentation, AI-capable tools that are available in n8n, extracted configurations from popular workflows. In other words, it pulls the best parts from real-world examples and makes them available to Claude. It also gives Claude access to the entire n8n template library. And you might be wondering, why can't I just go to ChatGPT 5 and say, build me an n8n automation workflow? I mean, ChatGPT 5 can build entire web apps in like 5 seconds. When you just enter a text prompt, whether it's in ChatGPT or Claude, and you ask it to build an n8n automation, the AI assistant is going to go out there and kind of do a little research and build you what it thinks is the best way to build that n8n automation. It might do a great job, but it is more or less guessing the best way to build it. But when you enter that same text prompt in an AI assistant like Claude Desktop that has access to something like the n8n MCP server, it is giving the AI assistant, in this case Claude, all of the tools it needs so it can find the right nodes for the automation that you want to build. It can read all of the essential settings on n8n server it is that has access to something like the n8n MCP server. It is giving the AI assistant, in this case Claude, all of the tools it needs so it can find the right nodes for the automation that you want to build. It can read all of the essential settings on n8n, and not only that, it can actually validate all of the configurations that it puts together before you actually run the code. These tools that are available when you add the n8n MCP server give Claude superpowers.
Just trying to learn
but
how
how
to
does
use
Claude
n8n.
actually
I've never
know
used it
how
before.
to
I
use
just
all
set
of
it
these
up.
tools? We give it the n8n MCP.
My goal is to automate my my ability to upload videos to Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok all at once instead of having to upload them separately.
Playbook. These are the rules or the instructions that Claude is going to follow every time you ask it to build an n8n automation workflow. In today's tutorial, I'm showing you how to add the n8n MCP server in Claude Desktop. But just be aware that it also works seamlessly with Claude Code, Windsurf, and Cursor. And I do plan on making a follow-up tutorial on how to add this to Claude Code. And if you also want to see how to add it to Cursor or Windsurf, just leave a comment and I will try to make those as well. The prerequisites are the requirements for this tutorial, and I'm going to go over each of these.
Okay, so I have Claude Desktop installed. I have Node.js installed. I just need the link to the repo. Let's see.
Detail, but you must have Claude Desktop and Node.js installed. You need a link to the GitHub repo, which I'll leave in the description. You'll need an n8n account. The n8n URL to access your account and an n8n API key are optional, but to get the most out of this n8n MCP, I definitely recommend it, and is what I'm going to be showing you in this tutorial. And finally, you'll just need a basic text editor. Here is a preview of the steps that I'm going to be following in this tutorial, and everything will be documented in the description of this video. Make sure that you have the Claude desktop app installed on your Mac or Windows device. And if you don't, just open a web browser, go to claude.ai/download, and choose whether you have Mac or Windows, and just click to download and install. Step 2. Install Node.js. Node.js, it's free, open source, cross-platform. It just allows you to run JavaScript on your computer. To check and see if you already have Node.js installed on your computer, I'm on a Mac. I'm going to open up the Applications folder. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom until I see the Utilities folder. So I'll just double-click to open up the terminal. I'll click and just start typing Node, N-O-D-E, space.
I'm pretty sure that I do, but let me just double check. I remember last time I had to do, let's see.
--version, V-E-R-S-I-O-N, tap the return key. So if you see a version number, that means that you have Node.js installed.
Node version. Oh, it's because I can't. Wait, hold on. Oh. That's what happens when you put a space. Okay. Yep. Okay. Cool. Bet. 2582.
Installed. If Node.js is not installed on your computer, when you type in node space -- version, tap return, you're going to see something like not found. To install Node.js, open a web browser, go to nodejs.org. On this homepage here, you can click on download up the top, or just click get node.js. You can install using the terminal, but the easy way, come down here and select your operating system. For me, I'm going to click on Mac OS installer. That is going to download a package or a .pkg file to my computer. Then just double click on the package file and just run through the installer. Enter your Mac password when prompted. Click install software to finish the installation. Reopen the Mac terminal, type in node space -- version, tap return, and now you should see the cover. We are now going to add the n8n MCP server to Claude desktop. And to do so, we're going to follow the instructions on the GitHub repo for this project. So scroll down below all of this code, and what we're looking for is right here, option 1, npx. And in case you're wondering, which I know you are, npx stands for Node Package Execute, and it runs Node tools on the fly, which is why.
Let's hope I'm not about to install a virus on my computer. I'm just kidding. There have been a lot of vulnerabilities that have been occurring when you just do these installations. Okay.
Node.js must be installed. Now before we add the n8n MCP server, I'm just going to open up Claude Desktop. I'm going to go to the Search and Tools button here and just confirm to you that at this time, the n8n MCP server has not yet been added to Claude Desktop. So let's add it now. All you need to do, just select this little snippet of code under the option 1 npx, just select it, copy it to your clipboard, Command or Control C. Open a new terminal or command line.
I'm trying to figure out what is the difference between this difference between instance level MCP access and MCP server. Connect supported MCP clients to MCP supports 2 types of workflow interactions. Okay. Go to settings, instant level, enable. Just in case something pops up that is private, enable the server. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad that I did that because there's definitely I think that this is specific to me. Okay. We are going to, and I don't want anyone else using my. Where was that at? So there is an access token. So basically, they give you a URL, which is, I'm pretty sure it's private. Please be careful if you're doing these types of streams. And then you just copy that and then you put it into there. And let me grab that. Bring it over here. Continue. All right, let's see. Ooh. Okay, Claude wants access to your 8n8, is what it says. I can show you guys this. After I went to the settings in n8n and I went to the instance MCP and enabled it, it popped up and gave me an authentication URL, like a auth that I copy and pasted into Claude. Basically, you go to Claude, settings, connectors, find the n8n connector, and then when you click on the connect button, it will direct you to their documentation on how to do it. And then I just follow the process to go to the settings and enable it to get that. And then I pasted that URL into my Claude code as my connector. I would be careful. I'm pretty sure that connector is specific to you and you wouldn't want anyone else to get a hold of it. So that's why I'm doing it off screen. Let's see. Alright. Open Claude. It now says I'm connected. So let's check it out. n8n. And there is an option for configuring it. Oh wow. I thought there was just 3 things it could do. There's read and write abilities. So I'll pull this over here because it's okay if. So you can uninstall it whenever you're not using it, and when you decide to stop using it, then you can also allow it can read, get node definitions, getting SDK software. I'm pretty sure that's SDK. Software development kit. Sorry, took me a second. Reference, getting suggested nodes, validating workflows, search workflows for writing. It can archive, create workflows from code. Okay, that's basically so. The video I was watching, I'm pretty sure utilizes something that it was open source at one point. But if you look at the video, wherever it's at, if we go back over. Not how to stream, where let me see if I can find it. The video that I was watching earlier, oh here it is, where the guy was talking about the open source 8n8, basically how to install the n8n MPC server. This is an open source project on GitHub that you're installing through the terminal as through the node package exchange. But it appears that since this video was published in October of last year, that n8n has launched their own their own MCP server. n8n MCP server announcement. Yeah, as of March. So, wow, that was very recently. I don't know if that is... n8n recently announced a major upgrade, so we're learning something new. That's exciting. Okay. Okay. They recently announced their own model context protocol server support, moving from purely executing workflows to allowing AI models to create and update workflows directly via the MPC. So I'm assuming that that open source project is still available and probably will work for your needs as well, but it appears as though n8n has their own official MCP now. All right. I am honestly just gonna dangerously allow, I think is what it's called. Anyway, so let's see if we can find like how to use this. If it's let's see, setup and use. We got n8n docs. We just did the setup process. Yeah, so this is, as you can see, this is what I did off screen. Okay, using OAuth. Not sure. I'm turning the music down. Excuse me. Central monitor. Okay, so. Enable monitoring. Oh. If you're watching, oh, it looks like I can't tell how many people are currently watching this. Thank you for the subscribers, by the way. I just saw that to have 2 subscribers. That's really dope. I appreciate it. Let's see. So now that we've got it set up, I'm assuming we just use the workflow or co-work. Let's co-work is research. resize. I don't really need it though. Maybe we just do like 20. Okay. Okay. Then we're just going to go to brand.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
That's nice. Okay. Go ahead and... But I don't like that color. Let's make it red. Much better. Okay. I'm going to align to page, center. Transparent background. Actually, let's rename this. Need to subscribe. Button. YouTube. Live. Failed to download. Oh. Because it's... Oh, okay. They're all premium. Actually, I kind of like that. That's kind of simple. And I think I can probably change the color. This is new, the ability to right click on it and see this. They added that. Now we can just change the color into like a red. That's not bad. I like black and red. Yes. Claude, when you need to think with Claude, co-work is best when you want to assign a goal and have Claude carry it out across your computer files or apps. For the API setup, the difference is basically in chat. NPC is most useful for advising. Inspect this 8n8 server. Explain this tool. In Claude code, MCP is most useful when you are building or editing code/config around 8n8. Custom nodes, scripts, webhook handlers, transformation code, repo. Guidance, task execution. Okay. I was kind of vague on my question, wasn't I? In this instance, I want to have Claude create an automation. You know what? We're about to find out live on stream together if this is going to work or not. We are going to use Claude Code. I should plan before I just send this. Drop a video file into a folder on my computer. Well, I guess I could also, or on Google Drive, and have n8n upload the video to YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Was complete, and when it was completed, I need metadata like caption, title, captions, Instagram, and TikTok, and title description.